Is it just me, or do you ever feel like your phone bill just randomly decides to go up overnight? Like one day you're on a price lock plan, but then suddenly it's like the company magically found the key to that price lock. So the question is, what happened? Well, if you're a T-Mobile customer, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And then chances are, even if you're not a T-Mobile customer, you still know exactly what I'm talking about. See, T-Mobile is in the news again, and sadly, it's not good news. So we're going to talk about what's happening and what we can learn from it. So let's go. So T-Mobile went from the Uncarrier, a company that actually listened to its customers, to, well, just basically another carrier. It's a sad thing too, because I'm a T-Mobile customer and I was proud of what they were doing as the Uncarrier. See, once upon a time, there was a guy named John Legere, and he had long hair, he wore a magenta hoodie, and he was on a mission to make T-Mobile different. And unbelievably, he actually did it. See, T-Mobile disrupted the entire phone industry by doing something revolutionary. Are you ready for it? They simply put the customer first. What a novel concept, right? See, they did away with everything that customers hated. They did away with contracts, all those crazy unknown fees. They gave free lines. They offered deals that would even make you want to put on a magenta hoodie. And would you believe it? Their strategy actually paid off. They gained millions and millions of new customers. They even forced the entire way that other phone carriers operated. And they had a brand that people actually like, which, let's be honest, that's rare for a cell phone company. But then there's the plot twist. Ledger left. The mission and the vision of what they were doing as the Uncarrier, it faded. Profit was placed before people, and suddenly T-Mobile started looking a lot more like the companies that they used to make fun of. And this is a sad tale that is told far too often. So present day, here's the latest chapter in that story. The big controversy is the fact that T-Mobile has increased the rate of price-locked plans to customers who already have those plans. So apparently, T-Mobile found that key I talked about because they're increasing price-locked plans by $5. By the definition of the name of the plan, price lock, how does that even make sense? So after a ton of backlash from angry customers, believe it or not, T-Mobile tried to make it up to them by offering a new promotion. Great, we have a new promotion that we want to offer since we're doing away with our price lock plan, apparently. So for a $10 signing fee, customers can get a new T-Mobile line for free. Wow. So number one, customers didn't ask for another line. And number two, if a customer were to accept that new line, it actually means they would be locked into a new contract moving forward. And customers who've chosen to take this route, they lost other free lines from their previous plan. All of it is just a confusing and frustrating mess for thousands of customers. This doesn't just impact the customers either. See, employees have basically been thrown to the wolves. See, imagine being a frontline worker having to explain to every angry customer why their bill just magically jumped. Basically because corporate makes these dumb decisions and then expects the employees to take the heat. This is a perfect picture, in my opinion, of what's wrong in the marketplace. So if you're watching and you represent corporate in this scenario, let me offer you a few thoughts that I think can help you. The first thing I want you to understand is that trust is hard to earn, but it's easy to lose. The only way that you can build trust is by doing what you say. If you promise something like a price lock and then you don't fulfill that promise, you do not build trust. Your words set the expectations, but your actions are actually what develop that trust. Do what you say you're going to do because customers don't forget. The number two, take care of your employees. It is incredibly selfish to betray the trust of your customers and then leave your employees to clean up all of your mess. Immediately, you have set them up for failure. See, when unpopular decisions are made, you need to take your employees, all the people that are going to be taking the brunt of the decisions, you need to take them into consideration. Not only for their good, but they're the representation of your brand. They can actually make or break your customer base. So train them, support them, be transparent about what is happening. Current employees say that they don't even fully understand what's going on or what it is that they are supposed to do about it. They're having to direct the angry customers in the stores to the app or to the 800 support number. And that's just a poor way to do business. Number 3, here's what I would say: just do the right thing. The short-term profit grabs, like forcing customers into new contracts, ultimately in the long run, they're going to cost you. They're going to cost you customers. They're not going to stay with you. So just do the right thing. So if you're on the front lines of this and you're the one dealing with upset customers, first off, I've been there and I know exactly what it's like to serve angry customers day after day, hour after hour. So here's some ways that I think will help you to handle some of this chaos. The first tip I would give you is to acknowledge it, but don't absorb it. The customer's mad at the company. They're not mad at you personally. So I know it can feel like those attacks and the words and the attitude that's brought and it's cast on you is about you. But just remember, it's not about you. It's not personal. It's just business. So just acknowledge their frustrations, but don't absorb it and don't take it personally. The second thing I would say is redirect that frustration. So instead of saying, well, there's nothing I can do, try this. Here's what I can do for you. Every customer understands that ultimately, beneath the frustration and the anger, they know it's not your fault. They know you didn't do this, you didn't make this decision, and they also know that you have limited abilities to change the circumstance. But instead of focusing on what you cannot do, do everything that you have in your power to take care of the customer. So don't say, there's nothing I can do, you got to call this number, you got to do this. Just say, hey, here's what I can do for you, and I will do all that I can. But beyond this, you may have to call the number. You may have to get on the app. You understand. Do what you can so that you can take care of your customer. The third thing is just protect your mental space. It's okay to vent. It's okay to get it out. It's okay to complain about it. But don't do it with customers and don't take it home with you. Those are two things that I think are important. Don't hash it out with the customers. Don't project your frustrations on them. And then don't take it home with you. It's work, it's a company, it's not your fault, so don't let it destroy your life over something that someone else is doing that you can't control. And then if you're a customer and you're caught up in all this mess, here's some options that I think are good for you. The first thing I would encourage you to do is to call and negotiate. Sometimes customer retention can work magic if you just push a little bit. In other words, if you call, voice your concern, explain what's happening, tell them what you signed up for, tell them what your expectation was. It doesn't happen all of the time, but sadly, many of these large companies who provide services, who continuously edge their prices up over time for no reason, they're structured to work with people who call, complain, and ask for their price to be reduced. It's just how they're structured. It's not great, so call and negotiate. The second thing I would say is explore other options. Don't be afraid to shop around. Look, loyalty should go both ways. So you can be loyal to the brand, you can be loyal to the company, but they should also be loyal to you. And if they're not fulfilling what they promised, then go shop around, explore other options. A lot of times, other companies will counteract what one is doing to take advantage of the customers who are mad and who are leaving. So just look around. The third thing I would say is just make some noise. Listen, it's true. Companies really do listen when enough people speak up. So all those social media complaints, companies see them. They know they're there. And if enough people voice their concern, oftentimes we will see a company respond. T-Mobile's story is just a classic example, in my opinion, of what happens when businesses forget who made them successful, their customers and their employees. So whether you're running a business, you're working a tough job, or you're just trying to keep your phone bill from skyrocketing, keep your eyes open and your voice loud. We don't want to repeat this story over and over and over again with the organizations that we're in or the organizations that we lead. So thanks for hanging out with me. I would love it if you would like, share, and subscribe. Now I need to go and just double check my phone bill. So I'll see you on the next one.